I was pumped up, man. I was like, man, we get a chance to tell our motherfucking story. You know, I was like, yeah. We first started. All I knew, like, it's very important to get your money. It's very important to get your money and handle your business. But the most important thing for me was getting through the door. Like, I wasn't sitting back like, man, I need to get, man, give me 2 million, man. Shit, I know I'm the best motherfucker. Man, give me a car, give me some jewelry. I was not concerned with none of that shit. The most important thing that I was concerned about putting Houston on the map, my hood on the map, the South on the map, Rap-A-Lot on the map. You know, I wanted to be respected. I was like, I just wanted to be fucking respected and be heard. And I knew the money would come. I was like, if this shit gets out here, it's gonna be impossible to fucking really just hate on it. If you hate on it automatically, we know you got pussy in you. If you hate on this shit, automatic, we know this pussy. It's pussy talking, because we knew, stacked up, line for line, beat for beat, we knew our shit was competitive. So I was like, if this shit gets heard, it's gonna move. And, we were shown favor, man. They looked out, everybody, accepted it. And it was accepted everywhere, it was accepted everywhere. It wasn't like just, a southern thing. And that's the thing about us, we Geto Boys, and there's Geto Boys all over the world. So we never say, okay, this is for the Houston Geto Boys. No, we was like, this for the motherfucking Geto Boys all over the world. Again, struggle is struggle. All over the world, struggle is struggle.
I mean, because really, when you think about it, Rap-A-Lot and the Geto Boys, kicked off this whole Southern explosion, man, for independence and putting out y'all music. Y'all know that y'all was doing that?
I'm gonna tell you. As far as like, I think I was conscious of. I felt pretty cocky, dog. I just felt like we had a cold ass team. I'm serious. I felt real cocky. I was like, man, I felt like, okay, we got, it's me, it's Brad, we the writers, we some spitters, I felt like that was a hell of a motherfucking tandem, and I felt like, with Bushwick and his persona, coming in and doing what he doing, adding to the fuel, and then we had label execs that believed in our shit and was willing to go to any length to make sure the rest of the world heard it. In the early days, that was DJs would not play our music in our own city. They would not play no Geto Boys music. They wouldn't play rap unless it was like, well, some of them wouldn't play no rap. Some of them didn't play any rap. And we literally had to go in there and say, hey, play this record or go to the hospital. What you gonna do? And I was like, yeah, we go by any means, we gonna get this music heard. I mean, we had to go, that's how we had to go in. Stand over, go in the DJ booth with them, stand over, play this record. What you wanna do? See, like now, of course, you ain't gotta go through all that because hip hop is the preferred genre of music now, anywhere you go, even on TV. You can't watch a McDonald's commercial without some hip hop. I mean, we everywhere now. It's 100% pervasive. But back then, we had to encourage people to play the music. The first day I met Face was the first day we went into the studio. And 10 days later, we was back at home. The album was finished. The first album was finished. So, and by the time the album was finished, it was on the market like 3 months, within 3 months. We on the road like, a couple months later, a month later or so. So things were just moving so fast, and then it was like, man, Rick Rubin wants to, do business with us, and he wants to, distribute the record and everything. But yeah, of course we was excited. We knew what Rick was capable of doing, and Rick is one of the most respected figures in music. Damn, hip hop, but music. So we was like, yeah, we was definitely excited about working with Rick. But I'm gonna tell you one thing that I did do before when this thing first started. I set out to be a legend. I did do that. That was one of the things that I set out to do. I was like, I want to be a legend, and what I associated with being a legend was the people that was before me, not in hip hop, because hip hop was still young. It was still in its infant stages. So I only had the R&B artists and the rock artists to look at. So I was looking at groups like Stevie Wonder, and I was looking at people like I was looking at the people like Four Tops and Gap Band, all these kind of groups, Isley Brothers and people like that. Police. I was looking at those kind of groups that had that longevity, that had been around, for years and years. And I'll say, man, if we can get 20 years out of this, I think we'll be deserving of legendary status. And so that's what kind of kept me going. I wanted to get to that mark. So I wasn't like just trying to come out and do one record and see where it go, then go and take my money and go invest in something else and all that. I was serious about making hip hop.
Do you realize how many other rappers come after you that's based their style after Willie D?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I know it's a lot of rappers out there that have taken pieces of Willie D and did their thing, and one of the few guys that's really did it big, that really recognized it and put it out there for the world was Pimp C. Pimp C will tell you in a heartbeat, I patterned my style after Willie D. So, and I always respected Pimp C. Me and Pimp C used to talk a lot, on the phone and stuff like that, and I would give him advice and stuff like that. But hip hop, for the most part, is one of those. It's real, it's a braggadocious type sport. So, it really ain't cool to tell people who you pattern your style after. They'll look at you like, sometimes people might look at you like you're less, like because it's always about, with hip hop, it's like, I am the absolute greatest MC. I'm not next to nobody. I'm the supreme. I'm number one. I'm better, the best rapper dead or alive. That kind of thing. And so with hip hop, unlike many other genres of music, hip hop don't give props. And that's one of the things that have really hurt us, our being able to sustain and being able to really grow together, to where all of the artists that have made significant contributions can grow and continue to evolve with the music and where the music takes us. See, hip hop is one of the few that don't recognize. Now, we always hollering at respect shit. It's crazy, man. It's an interesting dichotomy, because you got hip hoppers that on one side they say, well, it's respect. But really, we one of the most least respectful fucking groups out there, period. In fact, we are the least respectful group of consumers and artists and industry insiders. Very little respect for one another. And that's why, our shit is just so raggedy. Because anybody can come and eat off of hip hop. Like, damn near everything else you get into, you want to get into the movie industry, you just can't come in there and make a blockbuster movie and be on top. Nah, motherfucker, you're going to have to go up the ladder. You're going to have to write some scripts and shit, come in, do a little acting, join the Actors Guild and some shit. Like, you got to do some things, some steps. You can't just come in and put executive producer on it, no matter how much money you got. Somebody else going to have to get that credit first. And you get your name, then you build on up. With hip hop, man, you can be the motherfucking manager at fucking Kentucky Fried Chicken and just sit up watching BET one day. Man, some fine asshole. Man, them boys got that money. Shit, dog. I think I'm gonna do this shit, man. I think I'm gonna get into this hip hop. That look like that's where it's at. Take your last 30,000, last 50,000, and go find a group and make a record. If you can't find a damn group, make the fucking shit yourself. And try to make that hit. Try to hit that one lick. And we'll let you in. Because hip hop is a big old hoe. We'll let you in. We'll let anybody fuck. But in other areas of entertainment and sports and shit like that, you got to do something to show that you worthy of being able to come in and get some action. In boxing, you can't just say because you got a whole bunch of money, you the promoter of this huge spectacle. You can't just go and say, I'm finna promote the Pretty Boy Floyd Pacquiao fight. You be like, you can get your ass up out of here, man. We'll let you come in, we'll take some of that money. But you know, you're gonna have to bring something to get something around here. That's how it is. But that's part of the reason why there's no structure. We don't really have any structure. And then the labels are really hurting us right now too, because a lot of the labels, they're investing in one songs. They're not investing in the artist. Where throughout history of music, labels would say, okay, we're gonna sign this group. We expect to sell 50,000 the first album, 250 in the next album, 500,000 in the third album, and so on and so on. If we do better than that, that's fine. But these are the stages. We know we got to get the public used to these artists. Well, with hip hop, we're gonna put out this record. Used to be a record, now it's a song. We're gonna try this song. If that shit flop, we go on to the next artist. Just like that.
But you sustained. How did you stay so relevant and legendary for 2 decades?
I stayed relevant by knowing what I was up against. And making every song, like even when I had problems with my label, I wouldn't get the fans bullshit. I wouldn't just make a record just to get the money. I would make every song like it was the last song. Every lyric, if I did a guest appearance on somebody's shit, I do the guest appearance like it was my song. I jump on it like it's my song and have the same amount of respect for it that I would have for my song. If you listen to a lot of artists, when they do guest appearance, them motherfuckers get on there and say anything. Them motherfuckers gonna record, I'm saying, and and motherfuckers say, oh, that was hot, just because a motherfucker already big. They just hear a motherfucker saying something, and they go like, oh, he hot. So, a lot of these cats, man, they just get on the record and just say anything. And I just always felt like, I'm gonna make this song, I'm gonna get on this record, I'm gonna get this artist what I do. I'm gonna treat this artist the same way I would expect to be treated if they were to do a guest appearance on my album. Cause like, I don't care how big you are. I have made big artists rewrite. You can't just jump on my shit and say anything. I'm gonna tell you to rewrite it. You got to come and let me bring it. Cause I'm gonna bring it when I get on your shit. I'm gonna bring it. So bring it. And I'm not intimidated by you bringing it on my album. I want you to bring it. Cause at the end of the day, we both gonna eat. The name of the thing also is to make a good record. The name of the game is to make a good record. That's why I asked you to be on the record, not just to use your name, but because you a spitter. You can kill it. I want you to get on here and kill it. You feel me? So I'm not going to just get anybody on my records. That's why I don't do a lot of features. I want to make sure if you own this motherfucker that you bringing something to the table to elevate the song. If you're not, you just wasting space on the record.